Hi, I'm George Strait. In this video, I'm going to discuss the Uncle Remus golf course. I'm going to discuss the courses played from the blue tees, the tees used for the first 9 holes of the Monday and Friday's Blitz. I've played Uncle Remus, and in particular the Blitz, on and off for 15 years. This video is an attempt to highlight the course and pass on a few things I've learned over the 15 years. The video will start on hole number 1, showing the view from the black tees. The black tees are always farthest from the pin. The black tees are played during the second 9 holes of the Blitz. The first 9 is played from the blue tees. The second 9 is played from the black tees. Most Blitz participants play from the blue and black tees. The younger players play from the white tees, while those golfers over 80 play from the red tees. For each hole, I will initially show the view from the black tees, discussing anything applicable to the black tees only. Then, I will show you the view from the blue tees. We will look down the fairway and discuss consideration for teeing off. During the drive down the fairway, I will point out some course management consideration. I will always follow the 90-degree rule when I move out into the fairway to play my imaginary second or third shots. After 15 years, I think I've learned how to play this course. Unfortunately, my golf game does not support my knowledge. The video is heavily edited to shorten the video by taking out much of the golf cart ride to each hole and my walking to and from the green. So climb in the cart and away we go.
The Blitz 9 holes, twice around, keep those cartwheels on the path to 90 degrees. I found, park beside the green, stay on the path, don't make a scene. Fill your divots with sand, fix your ball marks, tee in hand every round, every day. That's the Uncle Remus way.
Hole number 1 is a straightaway par 4 from the blue tees, par 5 from the black tees. Pulling up to the black tees. Looking down the fairway, I always thought of this as a good chance to score. It's a short par 5, a good drive and a second shot, and maybe I can get that eagle or a birdie. My cart was on the cart path. Pulling up to the blue tees. Looking down the fairway, I can see that there's out of bounds right of the cart path. If I hit one over there, I'm just going to drop the ball and take a stroke penalty. Also can see that the fairway slopes downward from the right to the left, and even a fairway drive down the middle could send me over that ridge on the left side. So I have to kind of aim a little bit to the right on my drive. Note my cart is on the cart path. Note I'm staying on the cart path even though my shot is out in the middle of the fairway somewhere. Let's use that 90-degree roll and go over and look at the ridge on the left-hand side of the fairway. If your ball makes it to the ridge and falls over the edge and rolls down, you're going to find yourself in the rough, and most likely you will not be able to see the green for your second shot. Now I'm going to use the 90-degree rule again and go back out and look at my imaginary second shot. Can it reach the green? Who knows? Back to the cart path, you can see the stakes for the out of bounds all along the cart path. Now hole number 1 is the green is being renovated, I guess would be the correct word. Basically it's going to be a whole new green, and so to be able to play hole number 1, they put that flag about 3/4 of the way down in the fairway. That flag has a big circle around it. Once you're inside that circle, no more shots. If you're inside the circle, add 2 shots. Unless you're inside a club length from the pin, then you only add 1 shot to the total number of shots that it took to get inside the circle. Hole number 2 is a par 3 from both the blue and the black tees. Typically on this hole, the blue tees and the black tees are within 10 yards of each other, so it's almost the exact same shot. Here's the view from the black tees. Let's move up to the blue tees. The goal from either the blue or the black tees is 1, get it over the water, 2, land on the green. Sometimes I can do 1, but I don't do number 2 very often. Note the cart was on the cart path. Now we get to go through the goose alley here. Honk honk, honk honk. The green for number 2 is a relatively flat green. There aren't any really tricky breaks on the green, although you have to be aware that if you hit a ball and it lands on the right side of the green, there's a good chance that it's going to roll down the hill and off the green. Down here is where my balls often end up, in the grass in front of the green. I think I need to club up. Note the cart is on the cart path. Hole number 3 is a par 4 from both the black and the blue tees. The typical setup for the Blitz is that the black tees will be on this next lowest elevation. Right here. And the blue tees will be on the lowest elevation. The hole is a dog leg to the right. Looking down the fairway, you can see that big tree just right of the fairway. And to the right of that is a big rocky area. You should avoid both. Try to get to the top of the hill. Short hitters probably won't. And you can see my cart is on the cart path. Just ahead, you can see that tree and the rocky area to the right of it. Tree, rocky area. And over here is the red tees where old guys like Ed play from. We're going to go up here, assuming we got to the top of the hill, and we're going to make our 90-degree rule turn to go out and play our second shot. Again, you can see that tree. If you're behind that tree, you can be blocked out from a second shot to the green. And here we're going to play our second shot. I seem to be fascinated by this tree. We're going to make a 90-degree turn and head back toward the cart path. Long hitters need to be aware of not going too far left in the fairway, bouncing across the cart path, going through the rough, then down to the hill, and leaving a nearly impossible shot. Anything to the left over here can be a little tricky because it drops off and can lead you into a grassy area. As we pull up to the green, you can see that we're going to stay on the cart path instead of driving our cart over toward the green. As we walk toward the green, you can also see a temporary green. A local rule says if you land on that temporary green, take a drop off the temporary green. Do not take a divot on the temporary green. Second shots tend to congregate in this valley for some reason. At least mine do. Again, don't drive your cart up to this. Keep it on the cart path. And there's my cart on the cart path.
The Blitz 9 holes, twice around. Keep those cartwheels on the path to 90 degrees. I found parked beside the green. Stay on the path, don't make a scene. Fill your divots with sand, fix your ball marks. Tee in hand every round, every day. That's the Uncle Remus way.
Hole number 4 is a par 5 from the black tees, par 4 from the blue tees. Looks like somebody drove up by the tee box Shouldn't do that. You should leave your cart on the cart path. It's funny how putting a little body of water between the tee and the fairway can make it a harder tee shot. It's a short par 5, and the big hitters can look for that elusive eagle or at least a birdie. Up, cart on the cart path. Let's go to the blue tees. Once again, we're going to leave the cart on the cart path and walk up to the tee box. It appears that somebody didn't. Par 4, a rather long par 4 for short hitters. Right hand side out of bounds. That tree line is pretty gnarly over there. Left hand side, you don't want to go left on this fairway because when you get off into the rough, the trees are going to block your second shot to the green. Cart on the cart path. See on the right hand side, you can see the out of bounds markers and how gnarly it gets back in there. We'll go up here and look at the trees on the left hand side and how they can block your shot. And of course, we will use the 90-degree rule to get over to the trees. So no matter your length of drive, if you come off the fairway to the left and get behind one of these trees, you're going to find that you do not have a look at the green for your second shot. Now back into the fairway, 90 degrees. Take a look at a second shot possibility. "90 degrees back to the cart path. Straight ahead over to the right hand side is another one of the alternate greens. Again, do not hit from the alternate green. Take a drop, do not put a divot in the alternate green. Going to take a 90-degree turn out to a possible second or maybe third shot. Hey, I can see the pin. You can see how the green slopes from back to front. "90 degrees back to the cart path. Let's go up and take a look at what could possibly be a third shot. There's an opening between two waste bunkers. You can pitch the ball up between those two waste bunkers toward the pin. Okay, let's go ahead and go up to the green. The green is another green that slopes from back to front. I bought a couple of golf balls along to try to illustrate the slope. Didn't roll as far as I thought it was, but this is still about 7 o'clock in the morning and the sun hasn't baked these greens. When the sun gets a little bit higher, it'll bake these greens and those balls will roll farther. There's a big drop off on the right side of the green. And there's my golf cart on the cart path. Hole number 5 is a par 5 from both the blue and the black tees. The two tees are separated by 10-12 feet normally, and pretty much the same hole. The goal from the black or the blue tees is to make the top of the hill where you can get the effect of rolling down the hill and bringing in the possibility of going for the green on your second shot. There you saw my cart in the cart path. Let's go to the top of the hill. If you get past this ground under repair area and get up into where that green grass is, you can be blocked from having a decent shot layup. Now let's use the 90-degree rule and go over to the left side of the fairway. The left side of the fairway is where the hill is the steepest, and if your drive goes over the hill up here on the left, it can often roll down as far as the 150-yard sign. Don't forget that any layup that you hit, it's all downhill, so you got to take into account that the ball's going to roll. So you've got to club down, take care of that extra roll going downhill. Okay, we're going to turn out where a lot of people end up on their second shot. Have a relatively short iron wedge of some sort into the pin. Now let's go to the green. See the nice landscape that Michael has done since he's taken over as course superintendent. Here's one of the mowers getting ready, getting the course ready for this Monday morning blitz. Park back here, do not park up here. Keep on the cart path. Another green that slopes from back to front. After the sun has had a little time to bake out these greens, that ball will roll a whole lot farther, often off the green. There's a cart on the cart path. Number 6 is a longish par 4 from the black tees and a shorter par 4 from the blue tees. From neither tee box can you see the green, so you need to aim for the fairway, which is pretty much dead center, favoring the tree on the right. That's where the fairway is, and you should be able to hit it. Cart path. Now here's where I'm going to get the most pushback on this 90-degree rule, because let me tell you, in all the years that I've played Uncle Remus, I've always driven up to this tee box. But if we use the 90-degree rule, we need to get out, grab our club we intend to hit, and walk up to the tee box. I know, I said it, walk up to the tee box. As I said, you cannot see the fairway from the tee box. Pretty much straight ahead. Avoid the trees on the left to keep from being blocked out. Avoid going way right to keep from getting blocked out. But now we do the long, arduous walk back to the cart. That's what you do, the 90-degree rule. It's the Uncle Remus way. It's the right thing to do, the Uncle Remus way. Heading for a possible second shot landing point. Again, staying on the cart path even though our ball is in the center of the fairway. As I mentioned, go too far to the right over here. Then you can be blocked out from seeing the green on your second shot. Now let's go to where our second shot should have landed. And you can notice that this green again is back to front slope and drops off on both sides, particularly on the right side. Get over here in these trees and you're going to find your second shot blocked by the tree. .90-degree rule back to the cart path. And let's head up to that green. The right side of this green drops off pretty quickly, and if you leave your chip shot short, it might make the green and they'll roll right back at your feet, particularly if they have mowed the grass around the green. As I roll the yellow balls, you can see that they pick up speed as they near the pin, and because the pin is on the right side of the green, they have a tendency to roll off on that side. Chip shots from the left-hand side of the green that are a little strong often roll off the green. And there's our cart on the cart path.
The Blitz 9 holes, twice around, keep those cartwheels on the path to 90 degrees. I found, park beside the green, stay on the path, don't make a scene. Fill your divots with sand, fix your ball marks, tee in hand every round, every day. That's the Uncle Remus way.
Hole number 7, par 3 from both the black and the blue tees. But here there is a significant difference between the black and the blue tees. The black are way back here, and depending on where the pin is placed on that large green, it can be 130, 140 yards. One thing I forgot to mention on hole number 2 is that par 3s are universally cart path only. There's my cart. Stopping at the blue tees. Again, for this hole, like number 2, there's two priorities. One is to get over the water, and 2 is to make the green. Many times my ball lands on that upslope. Nominally, this shot will end up being around 80 to 100 yards, depending on where the flag is up. There's the cart on the cart path. If you hit your ball in the water and you're going to drop another ball, or you're going to take your ball retriever out, leave your cart on the cart path, walk out to where the ball is that you're going to retrieve, or where you're going to hit your next shot, hit your shot, and then go back to the cart on the cart path. Now we're going to go up to the green. The green is basically a two-tiered green, the back of the green being at a higher elevation than the front of the green. And you can see you're going to have to manage the speed of your putt if you putt from up here going down there. Again, these putts will be much faster when the sun has baked the green a little bit. There's the cart on the cart path. Number 8, par 4 from both the blue and the black. See that tree on the left-hand side? When you're on the tee box, you want to try to hit your ball as close to that tree as possible to give yourself a second shot that's as short as possible. Better still, if you can draw the ball, you can have an even shorter shot. There is out of bounds to the left, but then you got tree troubles and out of bounds troubles, and it's not a good place to be. The fairway is to the left of that cart path. If you slice the ball, you're going to find out that you're going to have perhaps a 150-yard shot into the green, and if you slice it too far to the right, there is some tall grass that is over here to the right that will make the ball hard to find. From the right-hand cart path to the left-hand cart path. There will eventually be a trail there, unfortunately. Take the 90-degree rule and go over toward the driving range, and you can see there are out-of-bounds sticks. Big hitters can often drive through the fairway and get to the out-of-bounds markers. Back to the center of the fairway. Take a look at our imaginary second shot. You can see the hole is goes up a hill. Back to the cart path and up to the green. A lot of people like to pull onto the grass right of the cart path. That's not the Uncle Remus way, fellas. Keep it on the cart path. You can see the green drops off on every side, big drop off in the front. And you can also see that little mound in the center of the green, which makes a putt pretty difficult if the flag is behind that hill, just like it is on this day. Oh, almost made one. If the greens are fast, the ball can roll off the back of the green. Hole number 9 is a par 5 from the black tees, a relatively short par 5. So long hitters will be looking for that elusive eagle or even a birdie. Pulling up to the blue tees. Par 4 from the blue tees. If you look straight ahead, there's a little hill on the right. The fairway slopes down. Any drive down the middle will probably end up on the left-hand side of the fairway near the left-hand rough. Big hitters have to watch that they don't hit it too far and roll down the hill toward the water on the left. Some people like to hit it in the rough up on top of the hill. The rough is pretty short and it takes away any probability of the ball rolling too far down to the left into the rough. Okay, let's get in the cart and head up the cart path. Those people who do hit it to the right have to be aware that the cart path is out of bounds and so they can't hit it too far right, slice, etc. One of the things that people like sometimes about hitting it up on the hill is that you're looking down at the green. The green has a big drop off on the left and a little drop off on the right, so people like to keep the ball right. Okay, let's use our 90-degree rule and go out onto the fairway. You can see the rough up here is not bad at all, really. So we'll keep going till we hit the fairway. Like I said, often if you come over the hill with this slope, you're going to end up down on the right side of the fairway. Big hitters have to avoid having it roll into the water. Just right of that water, you could have barely seen the alternate green. Again, no hitting off the alternate green, no divots. And here you can see a possible second shot landing spot heading for the green up there, and you can tell the green slopes from back to front. Now we're going to take our 90-degree rule back up to the cart path. We're going to go up until we're just in front of the green, and then we're going to make another 90-degree turn back to the front of the green. And one of the problems you can run into is chipping from down here. As I throw these balls up here, they don't seem to be rolling back, because I don't think I'm throwing them where they can catch that big high ramp up there. Also, it doesn't look like it's been mowed recently, but at times it can hit the front of the green and roll all the way back to your feet. Now we're going back to the cart path. Back to the cart path. And up toward the green. The green slopes from back to front. And chip shots, especially from this side, have to take into account the fact that the ball is going to roll downhill. So toss a yellow ball onto there, and you can see how it just continues to roll and actually rolls off the green. Roll another ball. It's going to roll off the green. Roll another ball, and it's going to roll off the green. And all three balls rolled a good bit into the fairway. Leaving a delicate chip back up to the green. And our golf cart's up there right where it belongs.